Good evening, YTPC. Or at least it's evening where I'm at. So, just thought I'd get on here and make a video. I want to try to be more active on this channel again. I'm still enjoying the pipe, and I just haven't been active here too much. But maybe I'll try to do at least a video a week or something like that. So I've been really enjoying this beautiful Savinelli 122. It's such a great smoking pipe. Especially with my Burley Morning pipe, which is pretty much taken over as my go-to pipe, my go-to tobacco. I still love Prince Albert, and if I had to only pick just one, it would probably be Prince Albert, just for the nostalgia and everything else. But I really, really love the Burley Morning pipe. And I'm just about out. I might be able to get one more smoke out of that bag. I went to Ken Byron's website today to see if he had any in stock, and he does not. So, I don't know. Hopefully he'll get it back in stock soon. It seems like I've had... The last time I got it, I ordered 2 or 3 packs of it because it was difficult to get at that time. It kept being out of stock, and then somebody messaged me and said it's in stock right now. So I went and got, I think it was 2 bags actually. But it's just about gone. So, got back from Panama City Beach. I coach my son's little league baseball team, 12U. It's a travel ball baseball team. But we went to Panama City to play in the World Series. And ended up winning the World Series. I know some of you seen my post that I made on here. But we ended up winning the World Series. We had a kid hit 3 home runs during the World Series. My son actually was this close to having 3 home runs. He had 3 balls that hit the top of the fence. And we found out his bat was broken. And so he was kind of... We thought he was in a slump. He was hitting the ball well. But they just weren't going nowhere. They were just little dinkers here and there or whatever. But we realized his bat had a big crack in it, so we switched bats, and the very next 3 hits he had were off the fence. So, and he's a heck of a third baseman and a catcher, so I'm proud of him. Very proud. But our season is over now, so I'll have a little more time on my hands. I won't be having to work my two jobs that I'm doing, my regular job plus the little business I've started. That's been going pretty decent, keeping me pretty busy. But and then I coach baseball Mondays and Thursdays, or Tuesdays and Thursdays. But now I get a little bit of a break, so that's pretty nice. It's gonna be pretty nice for a little bit. Love watching him play. Love coaching the kids. But we played about 60 games over the course of this spring season. So we all need a break. I'll tell you, this is my first pipe with a filter in it. And The filter just looks like a piece of wood, like a piece of poplar wood or something. I don't know. Maybe somebody can tell me. But I really enjoy it. I don't know if it like saves the flavor a little bit, or if it just kind of helps to maybe the more you smoke it, the more that the flavor gets in that filter or piece of wood or whatever it is. But it's pretty nice. And it could just be the pipe. The pipe smokes excellent. I want to go get another, good pipe or whatever. I've always bought. A lot of times I'd buy like the basket pipes. Other cheap made pipes. I do have a Nording pipe. That's okay. It's got a real big. The pipe is real big, but the bowl is kind of small, and it's got a very narrow stem, and it's so heavy that it kills my teeth to try to clench it or just to smoke it or whatever. It's a good pipe, but it's not a well balanced pipe or even really a great smoking pipe. This one here is everything I've always wanted in a pipe. And I don't know, think about going to get another one. If not this model, something similar. The pipe shop I got this one from had a couple of Petersons also. So I want to invest in a couple more higher quality pipes. So maybe I'll do that. But have me a when you read the description on Burley Morning Pipe, it says smoke for 3 minutes, and then when you start to taste the nuttiness, your palate is ready for your coffee, morning coffee or what have you. I don't drink coffee, but I do drink Red Bull. Try to do one a day, sometimes 2 a day. I'm really trying to cut out. I should cut it out altogether, but we got to have our vices, I guess, So I enjoy a Red Bull every now and then, and I gotta say, smoking a pipe and having a Red Bull is pretty nice. So I've got the Red Bull propping up my camera. So I'll tell you what, I know some of you've seen this before, but I have used the dog out of this, and the spring kind of don't really hold it back in anymore. Oh, sorry about that. But the spring don't really hold this anymore, but I need to get a new one. It's the Vector. This is my favorite tool that I have when it comes to pipe smoking. I don't like the pipe tools. Well, I like the pipe tools, but having them all, your lighter and your pipe tools all in the same place, is so much nicer to me. So I need to pick me up another one of these, because this thing is I'd hate for this to get broken or stop working or just whatever, get lost. It's absolutely my favorite tool. But such a wonderful pipe, such a wonderful smoke. Anyway, got a good breeze out here today. possibly some rain coming in the area. Not sure. But I got to go to a funeral tomorrow. One of my, I would say, a guy I knew for a long time. My youngest son plays baseball with his son, or did for a long time, and I'd see him at the baseball park, and always talk to him, and he's just a nice guy. Then when my oldest son graduated lineman school, he called me and said, "Hey man, I didn't know your boy was in lineman school. If he works for the big power company here." And he said, "I didn't know he was in lineman school. I'll keep him in mind if we get an opening." Well, as luck would have it, about a week later, someone put in a 2-week notice, and he was very instrumental in helping my son get a job as a lineman for the power company. A lot of times they have to go work for a contractor first or some other kind of type of company before they can get this kind of job. So it was very nice of him to help facilitate getting my son started in his new career. So we've been talking a lot the last month and a half. And my son started working with him 3 weeks ago. And unfortunately, while I was at the World Series, and this happens, he called me the day before he died. But he called me and he said, "Hey man, what's going on?" I said, "Well, we're at the World Series playing baseball." He said, "Oh man, I'm sorry." He said, "Tell Nathan that good luck, and I was just trying to get a load of gravel because I do some gravel on the side." He's like, "I was just trying to get a load of gravel and for Thursday." I said, "Well, this was Tuesday." And I said, I'll get the gravel for you when I get back, which will be on Monday." So, well, he died the next night. He took an on-call that wasn't his, so he really wasn't supposed to be there. But he picked up somebody else's on-call, and they were working on an underground, like a pedestal, and the job was finished. They fixed what they were set out to go fix, and they were fixing to close everything back up, and he tripped and fell and landed in the pedestal, and it shocked and killed him. And it's pretty sad to take. I'm still in disbelief. This is 2 weeks into my son's career, where the guy Wade that passed away, he was pretty much mentoring my son, teaching him all the right things to do. This guy that got killed, he was a safety guy, big safety guy. Never had a safety issue. And my son and this is the first death that this company has had since like 2002. And it happened to a guy that has been very instrumental in helping my son start his career. So it's a lot to take in for me, just knowing him for so long. It's a lot to take in for my son, who is just starting his career and is already having to deal with the unimaginable, which is losing someone on the job. His mentor, my son's first on-call, was supposed to start tonight, and he was supposed to be working with him. But they pushed back my son's on-call. It don't start till after the funeral tomorrow. So we'll be attending that funeral tomorrow, and if you don't mind, keep us in your prayers. Keep that family in your prayers more than anything, because they have lost their anchor. I'm sure their foundation, or whatever other good word you want to put in there. They've lost their husband, their father, and all that. So I just feel horrible about that, you know, knowing that the kid, he was on our baseball team for a while. He's the sweetest kid, and I really hate that him and his sisters are going to have to grow up without their father now. But I told my son, let this be his parting gift to you, to never get comfortable around this electricity, because it can bite you in a heartbeat. If it could happen to him, who was one of the safest guys around, it can happen to anybody. So I hope that this is a lesson that he carries with him forever from here on out, and maybe that'll keep him safe. So anyway, I've rambled on for too long now, 16 minutes. I'm gonna go enjoy the rest of this smoke. What I do like about this pipe is it's got a big bowl, and it's a good 30 or 40 minute smoke. So I'm gonna sit here and enjoy the rest of it. And thank you for watching. If you did watch this far and make it this far through, I appreciate it. We'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching, y'all.